So as an HR professional, you are always coaching somebody, aren't you? You're coaching the executives, you're coaching the managers, you're coaching the employees, or you're coaching teams. And like me, because I've been an executive coach and a CEO coach and worked with teams over my 35 years, you are always wondering why that person is doing what they're doing. That's really our job, isn't it? Somebody is not behaving the way they ought to, or not behaving in a productive way. And what we're trying to do is unlock the key to that behavior and see if we can help them. Because of course, if we can't help them, we're going to have to manage them out. And so assessments really help us unlock these keys. They help people be better performers, better employees, better team members, and assessments even help people with their personal lives. That's not our job, but all of you who have used assessments know people take this information home and they become better parents, better spouses, better neighbors, better sons and daughters. Theory around the DiSC that goes like this. So D stands for dominance. I stands for influence. S stands for supportiveness, steady, stable. And C stands for conscientiousness.
The way that DiSC works is this. It starts with you, and then you learn about your own behavioral style, what's important to you, what are your priorities. And then you begin to learn about the other styles. What's important to them, what do they care about, and they are different from you. And then finally, you begin to learn what can you adjust when you're working with someone who has a different style in order to become more effective with others.
I think that the DiSC is a remarkable instrument for helping people understand not only more about themselves and how they can communicate and work effectively with people, but most importantly for how teams can work and how whole organizations can work effectively together. And the reason I say that is because I think so often I've learned that people feel that the way that they behave in an organization or the style that they bring is the same style that everyone has. And I think what we find out, particularly as we become supervisors and managers, is that people will modify their behavior to sort of adapt to your own. But if you're going to be an effective supervisor or a really skilled manager, you need to create an environment in which people can thrive. And to do that, you have to be aware that people thrive in different environments, depending on their style, depending on what they think is important to them. So it's important not only as a manager to understand style differences, but to have an easy tool to assess and understand and learn about it and talk about it together. And for me, that's the DiSC.
But I want you to think, especially if you're new to your career, that it is very difficult to coach people. It's very difficult to get behavior change if you don't ground it in some kind of theory and some kind of assessment to give all the participants some interesting information about themselves and others.